Good evening. Welcome back to Stationeers. Go back to Venus. And I think today we're going to try our best to obtain some Silanol because we're desperately in need of some. Additionally, I may try to eliminate one of the water loops, and we'll see how that goes anyway. One of them is running like, it's not in a very good state. I'll just leave it at that. It's kind of outside of its operating temperatures, so that's one of the reasons our cooling is running away, as we're not able to cool properly. So we'll see. Oh man, base is getting big and bad enough that the frame rate is really starting to suffer, but that's all right. Everybody's used to me playing on potato, so oh, okay, whatever. We ate, we drank, we be merry. Cooling is a concern, which is why I still have the atmospheric deal open. But we are trying to maintain a proper mix of carbon dioxide in here. So, yeah. Okay, so cooling, we need Silanol. And one of the thoughts that I had was to maybe make a large dish, possibly. We'll see. I should play Stationeers tonight and just go solo. I still haven't played with the new gases. Yeah, I haven't really played with too much other than making alcohol and the new way of making water from alcohol. And, of course, the hydrochloric acid that I keep polluting my base with. It's really the most I've done. Singing in the pipe network. Yeah, yeah, we're struggling in here, too. So, trying to remember if over here is cool enough.
Temperature
Heck
critical.
no. Heck no.
Temperature high. Oxygen critical.
Yeah, it's I should probably rewrite this chip here. What am I doing? There it is. No pressure relief network. Well, I do kind of have a way, but yeah, there we go. Let's pop this sheet off the wall here and redo the chip here. So stop putting the super duper hot gas in here. There we go. That will help. So that limits it to 40 degrees before I start doing anything with the air. What area are you on? My the display down there says 564, but that's since the terrain update, and it reset it. And I think I forget what I had before that. So I might be on almost day 700 overall. Yep, this is the same run for sure. I guess since we're checking that, we'll check over here. This does not have the new chip. The 40 degree max chip. Let's go ahead and do something with that. There we go. Yeah. So, 2 areas in my base I have to be in a suit. Oh, yep, so large dish. I think that's where I'm at. Let's go ahead and load up the hashes here so I can dial it in. Large satellite dish. Waspaloy, Incanel, Estraloy, I think. There's the Waspaloy, Astraloy, Incanel. Wrong wrong machine. Inconel. That's definitely not enough Inconel. Oh, so we don't have enough Astrolabe, we don't have enough Inconel. That's Stellite. Alright, let's... Actually, I should make a trip out and get some stuff, but, Oops. Whoa! Hang on. What just happened? My screen just blanked out. Okay, there we are. I try to, once I have enough time in the game, to have a pressure relief network with back pressure regulators attached to all other networks. If they overpressure, they dump into the relief network, which eventually pushes it back to the processing loop. Yeah, I have it within the same system, so I won't get an overpressure. But I think that does compromise the cooling capacity. I'm trying to... Oh, wait. This probably should be zeroed out. Oh, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. Trying to remember how I have this. Yes. Okay, so that's going to be a problem. Yes. Okay. All right. We're going to go ahead and reset this chip. Okay, oh, what? Hang on. Just realized. What the heck? Okay, well, let's pause the game here while I try to figure out why stuff is going stupid here. Why is my dock being retarded? I guess one thing I could do is, oh, that worked. I can try jumping to wireless. Okay. Okay, looks like I may be back online. There we go. Okay, so we're back. We are on wireless, but I guess that's the way it's going to be for now. I'll troubleshoot my dock later. Okay. Anyway, we're just trying to go with this. Um, I need, I need ink now, so I need gold, steel. That's the difficult one. So I need gold, steel, and nickel. Gold, I think we might have enough of. Steel, I think we may also have enough of. 20. And nickel, however, wherever that is, I think that's one of the red ones. I don't have enough nickel. Yep, my dock ran out of sailor and stopped working. Yep. Okay, so I need to make a trip out to the mining post and grab that. I also probably should just go ahead and mine up some nickel. I don't know why I'm waiting for the airlock, but whatever. It is what it is. Okay, so we'll start with that. Okay, that'll blast a little bit of air in here, but that's okay. So yeah, I guess that's going to be the plan, is try to grab a large dish. At least it'll make it easier to pull in the other stuff. I need to drop off a bunch of this crap, though, if I'm going to do that. I'm going to set these pipes over here because I think I need to. Pipe, vent, IA sensor, IC housing. I'm hoping this doesn't kill me. Be embarrassing. Here we are. Ads, ADS. Okay. All right. Got a programmable chip lodged in my suit that doesn't belong there. Backpacks. Take the backpacks. And this also has backpacks. Okay, that's what we need. Gases. You know, just for funsies. 104. That was actually significantly better. Let's see. It's for the World Cup. That job was a mess. They didn't have the artwork ready. Apparently they had to fire the original art team and go with a second team, and that's what caused the mess, but we finally got the check for the job literally a few minutes ago. Nice. Oh, I'm glad that you did manage to get that all taken care of, and yeah. There's always some. See new messages. See new messages in the top above. Yeah. Always something with artists. But yeah, I get a lot of like Taco Bell commercials actually. I don't know why. Maybe it's because the area I live in has a large population of Hispanics. Oh, welcome back from the ads. So I'm gonna run out to the outpost and see if I can get some Silanol. Or, jeez, no, Silanol not from the outpost. I'm gonna call down this guy and see. I don't think he's got any Silanol, but it's worth a shot. But I'm gonna make a trip out to the outpost, hopefully not get lost. Then I might have to go mining for some nickel so I can make some Inconel. But how are we doing on battery power, actually? I'm kind of curious. I'm getting a ton of OSHA training ads because we had to do something for the World Cup. I believe it. Well, actually, believe it or not, I'm actually low on power. I'm surviving on my solar array, it looks like. That's, well, I guess that makes sense because I am hammering the cooling system. That makes sense. Oxygen, nitrogen. Oh, there's helium. That's cool. Carbon dioxide, methane. Oh my goodness, there's some Silanol there. Okay. Silanol. Let's go ahead and dump that. So I've got two things going on here. I have... that's definitely going to condense. I'm pretty sure that's going to condense at those temperatures. But I have a drain, so it'll go into my liquid system. So that should be okay, but we'll test it with two... Oh my god, that's expensive. Start there, pull this out, see how we're doing. We are condensing. And yep, it's draining out, so okay. That is fine by me, and that is a lot of latent energy. Okay. Buy some of those just to get some money back. It's condensing as well. It's actually outrunning my drain, apparently. But luckily, I got enough capacity in this network, it doesn't look like it's being too stressful. Instead of redeems, yeah. Yeah, I've been pretty terrible with that kind of stuff. Actually, this is doing okay. So go ahead and get some more Silanol, and that was my main part of my main goal today. That's cute. Dirty volatiles. If they weren't so hot, I'd actually be interested, but that's not. Nitrogen for cheap. What do you want? Carbon dioxide from Venus. I could technically do that. Consumable. I could do that. But I'm going to go ahead and I think that's... wondering if I should grab some helium just to have it. I don't have anything that goes that cold. At least not yet. He says as I still need to move the thing to the laptop. Yes, I'm just terrible. I am just terrible. 0% stress, so everything moved. Let's see, here's the... Okay, here's our... Whoops. Wrong button. So we got 127 liters of Silanol in the waste pipe. And that's because I don't have the liquid filtration going. So that was good. I didn't actually expect this guy to have any Silanol, so I'm happy with that. How much is this going to cost me? 200 and... Yeah, it's not much, but I'm not going to use it. At least not for a while. Huh. It's a little painful, but we'll send them away. So in that case, maybe I'll take a quick detour here and get the liquid filtration going. Still laughing that we forgot to set up the IC10 on our base that shuts off the filter when the filters die and had our vacuum suck to vacuum. Base suck to vacuum. Yes. Yep, that's one thing definitely with the... my goodness, I keep hitting the wrong buttons here. Yeah, I've run into a couple challenges here and there, so the parallel system that let me through, for the filtration, although not ideal, still seems to do pretty good. At least that way I don't have to worry about contaminating things. But it does mean I do a whole lot of nothing sometimes. Silanol is the other corner here. Because creative and I plays brilliant and our waste gas is an oxidized. Oh, yeah. Why aren't you running? You should be running. There should be no Silanol left in here. It means my I think I remember there being a problem here. I guess I got to put the chip in here and import the code first if I'm going to edit it. I think where it detects if it's a filtration, I think this is... So for R15 load, R15 prefab hash. Maybe prefab hash is the wrong thing. I thought that was what it is. Filtration liquid. Prefab hash name right there. And that's what it checks out to be. That should be it. It should absolutely be it. So it doesn't detect that it's a... Yeah, this is the liquid filtration. Well, they call it liquid filtration, but it actually filters gas as well. So, yeah. I found that out the hard way. So if you're trying to filter just liquids out, like liquid nitrogen and not trying to purge the line, if you have it pressurized with nitrogen, yeah, it'll suck the gas out too. So I wasted a whole bunch of liquid nitrogen that way. But this is... Okay, we're just going to... Yeah, okay. I'm going to cheat here for this one and move I offset to 1. And this will just get it running for now. Should get it running for now. I could be mistaken. I could very well be mistaken. Good to know. My time in refrigerant has me always filter using the gas form, not the liquid. Yeah. Yep. Absolutely. Okay, so that did not actually do what I thought it was going to do. So setup, move, filter types, pump mode, filter mode, all this I have, or filters. This is the setup phase. liquid cyanol. Silanol. Well, that's it. ISP plus 4. Jump relative. Yeah. Stack pointer plus 4. Okay, stack pointer. Do I have... Oh, hang on. Wait a minute. I feel like I'm missing some stuff here. I'm incrementing by 4. Okay, so move by 1. Plus 4 would be 5, so we'd go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that should be working. Let me set DB setting to stack pointer. I guess I got to debug what this code is doing. And I don't think this is actually going to tell me. And I don't have... Okay. I'm curious when you plan an attempt at Hardcore Venus. Did I miss a successful attempt? Life has been crazy enough. Yeah, so I started redoing that, and then I kind of fell on my face with it. So I really need to try doing it again. Yeah, Redemption. Then I think I want to try do Vulcan or something. Okay. All right, I am just... All right, here's what we're going to do. I don't want to catch fire. What I want to do is set DB mode 1. Jump to 127. That should do it. Because I just want this to filter. There we are. We are filtering. Okay, that's the... is that the waistline? This is the waistline. There we go. We're sucking the Silanol onto the network. That's what I wanted. Nope, you did not miss the attempt. I think I was going to run into the same problem where I dehydrate. Now, I think part of it was they were getting ready to push out this update, and I wasn't sure what the new methodology for making water was going to look like, which doesn't seem to be too much different, but it is a little bit, because the alcohol does not exist in a gaseous state. It is only liquid, so you have to dump liquid into the combustor, so liquid in a gas network. So you have to definitely do it in a controlled manner. And yeah. So you need to do some fun with that. But there we go. We are filtering Silanol. We are making Silanol. And yeah, so what do we have here? I need to make a tank, I think, because I have... Yep. Let's go make a tank. We need to go make a tank. Oh, that's actually down to 40 degrees. Or maybe that's always been 40 degrees. Yeah, let's do that. Let's make a portable. Portable. Oh. I better look and see what the connection interface here is. Oh. Actually, I don't know. I'll make the tank first. Portables. That's going to be over here. Portable liquid tank kit. Portable. Okay, hang on. Feel like I'm missing something. Oh my goodness. Okay, there we go. Punch that up. Now, portable. I'm trying to remember, are these all in one now? Because last time I moved it as a gas. I actually better do this. Portable tank. Okay, yeah, of course. Portable. Okay, so we got a gas tank. Portable gas tank. Portable liquid tank. Portable scrubber. Okay. I think a portable liquid tank can definitely have gas in it. So we will... Where's my iron? Did I use up all the iron? No way. No way I used up all my iron. That's gotta be floating around here somewhere. I don't believe it. Out of iron. Well, crap. Okay, I guess that means I should probably... Alright, fine. I'll go... go to the mining outpost. After I dump my waste tank. We're probably gonna be hungry on the way back, but that's okay. Oop. On. Probably missed my time here with a. Yeah, looks like we're gonna go dark. Great. Driving around in my Rover in the dark is not my favorite thing. Okay, 500 degrees. I'm gonna have to be careful with that. So we're gonna have auto ignition problems. I really should probably just put some kind of plane on here, or regulator. Alright, so we will make our adventure over to the outpost. Hang on. Okay. Alright. Shh. I need my tracker. I don't need to be getting lost. Let me go grab my tracker. Tracker, okay, we do not have a storm incoming, which is a good confirmation to have. My tracker is... Either one of these doors is going to take the same amount of time to get through. Yep, definitely should bring the tracker. Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. There we go, we got the tracker. Actually, I guess I could have come in through the back door. Would have saved a moment. Like literally walking through another airlock. That I blow right through anyway, so it's... it's pretty much a net zero. But, we got the tracker. We won't get lost now. And my singing air conditioners that are definitely not up to the task. Okay. Now, I don't think I set up my beacon light setup on this tower. But some of the other towers, I did. So we'll see how well this goes. Yep, okay, there's one over there. Pretty faint, but faint is better than nothing. Also, it's kind of funny, you can see it through mountains. Oh, that's not even this tower. Actually, I think I'm supposed to take a right at this one. Okay, that's the base. I think. Why do I have two sets of lights? There should only be one, right? I'm not crazy, right? Yeah, that's the main base. Okay, that's what I thought it was. And yeah, the outpost is behind me, but it goes around. I think it goes around the mountain. Or maybe I was supposed to go one more over. I don't know. I get lost regularly. That's why I tried putting up little towers. But again, at night, it sucks. It's also very mountainous around here. Yeah, I think we're taking the wild, wild west way of getting over there. Great. Can almost see... Can almost see the mountain. Matter of fact, if I wasn't wearing a white shirt and reflecting off the monitor, I probably could actually see it. Okay, we're gonna go this way. We're gonna climb a mountain, quite literally. We get to the top, and then we will see. Because nope, we won't get to the top. Of course, we won't get to the top. Slide down the hill this way a little bit. It's behind us, okay. This is ridiculous. Yeah, definitely way too many mountains. Yeah, there's the base. Okay, so... Yep. So I was supposed to take a left from that first intersection. This is just why I wanted to put the towers up with the beacons. Climbing up a frickin' mountain again. I have to stop driving in the night. This is just stupid. This is just stupid. Okay, tracker that way, 700 meters. First, we're gonna fly down a mountain here. Oh, there's a green light. Okay, I'm gonna drive towards that green light. There's a red light over there. Holy crap. Okay, red light, green light. Alright, so that's the way we should be heading. So the way I have those set up is the red light's actually supposed to be pointing towards the outpost, and the green light is pointing towards the base, relatively speaking. Compass mod to my game is there's the base. Okay, every time I forget my beacon. Yes. Yep, absolutely. The woo! I am okay, going a little rough here. Alright, let's jump out real quick and see. It's over that way, 400 some meters. Alright, so maybe I don't have to climb this mountain. Yep. Wow. Yeah, these towers were great, but without the lighting, you can't see them at night. And even when I do have them, I can only see so far. Okay, I am getting thirsty. Yep. I feel like I shouldn't be climbing this hill, but we are going to climb it. What am I looking at here? That, whatever that is, it's moving too much. Okay. Can't see any of my towers from my perspective, but here we go. Whoa, whoa. Alright, stop. Okay, over that way, 300 meters. Okay. Good golly. Over this way, 300 meters. I'm going to go down one mountain, have to climb another one. Only at 82 hours, but I've enjoyed all of it. Yes, the there we go. There's where the outpost is, on that mountain over there. Very enjoyable. You learn a lot. You make a lot of mistakes. And sometimes you make a lot of the same mistakes, but eventually you get to the point where you know better. And then you start cutting corners because you think you can get away with it and prove yourself wrong. But there we go. I am actually on the wrong side of this little hill. There we go. Okay, there we go. Finally made it here. I really need to pack an unloader one of these times. Actually, I might have one with me. Oop. Climb. Okay. Stop. Okay, that's 10 backpacks. You're empty, so I might be actually dumping. Let's weld one of these up. There we go. Okay, this is for loading the backpacks. Yeah, so I definitely want a unloader so I can get these going. Alright, so what we're going to do here is we're going to pop that out. One. I don't know why this is taking so long to spit out backpacks. This is ridiculous, but wonder if you could program a script to guide you, beep or something in the correct direction, varying warnings for degrees off azimuth. Yes, there are ways. I forget who did it, and I think it's all based off of like the tracker chip or something? I'm not certain. I'm pretty certain there are ways to do it. To check your heading versus where your base is and stuff like that. And it would be nice to have a custom, because I think there's 42 or 43 sounds in the game. It'd be nice to have custom sounds of some kind. Or even be able to do something like Morse code, because if you could do code, that'd be great. I think that's... Oh, okay, that's another one. There we go. So that's good. So surprisingly, these didn't just eject. So that's good. 43. Okay, so we're good. So we're going to have a lot of... let's see, I've got this... wrong chip. Iron, copper, silicon, gold, and coal. So that'll... yeah, so that does not give me nickel. Does not give me my nickel back. So...
Hydration critical.
I'm struggling with trying to figure out where the one... Is it because I have a box open that it won't let me open up another box? Oh, okay. That is interesting. I couldn't open two boxes at the same time. So this is cladding. So this is backpacks. I'm going to go ahead and put this on the ground, label it as also backpacks. Backpacks. There we go. Did I? One of those was loaded. Put one of the loaded ones back in there. Yay me. Okay, whatever. It's just one backpack. Okay, now I can get out of here before I get lost again. Oh my goodness. So yeah. Now the proper way here. I actually don't know. Do I need to take left around that hill or go straight through here? I think it's straight. Basically straight. Yeah, there we go. There's my... yeah, see? Real easy. It's real easy during the day when you can see stuff. So there's my ramp. And that's still kind of midday. We're midday. Could turn off the lights, but I'm not going to do that. Storms to get on Venus are just, I guess, I wouldn't necessarily call them dust storms. They're just wind. Okay, I don't know what I got stuck on, but all right. Deal with that. Now we take a left. Just regular storms, high wind. The temperature actually goes down. Temperature and pressure goes down. So you can use that for cooling to some degree. It's 100 degrees centigrade difference. It's not nearly as wicked as Vulcan's temperature difference between night and day. All right, I put this additional tower up. I hadn't built anything with it. And also, probably need to put one here. Digging a hole through here. No solar storms, no. Which, I mean, it doesn't... Solar actually wouldn't be that... Oh, for crying out loud. Wouldn't be that good on Venus because of the cloud cover, but... Okay, that's that. I've got to level that out. Okay, I feel like I went in a gigantic circle, actually. I'm about ready to make a really tall, satisfactory-like highway. Go from the output. Huh. What? Oh, don't tell me I'm running in a circle. I don't think I'm running. I'm going back to the base. Okay. 180 degrees. Yeah, I'm going south, so. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I just noticed a doom voxel. I know this isn't... Holy crap! I almost got hit by my own rover. Over a doom voxel. So I don't think it's as devastating here as it is in Space Engineers, but... One little chunk of dust can rip through your entire ship like a wet tissue. I'm sure Tuver can agree to that. I know he's been playing a lot of Space Engineers lately. Or, I don't know about a lot of Space Engineers lately, but some. So I'm going to have to eat, drink, and be merry. Yep, I'm dying of thirst. And go out hunting for nickel. And I need to place some cladding down here. I should probably throw some iron into the mix too. Iron and nickel. And then I think it was it Astroloy was the other thing I was missing a lot of? Forget. Astroloy. Which takes copper, steel, cobalt. Okay. I might have a problem with the cobalt. Land it. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Ooh, almost took out my... Well, I would say take out my radiators, but this is not Space Engineers. It would be kind of nice to have some stuff like that. Like if you hit your stuff with a full-speed rover, you do some damage or something, but... Oh well. There we go. Got that. We will go ahead and drop off the... Alright, yep. I need an unloader over here, too. Duh. Yeah, need boxes for this. And you have 0. Okay. Oop. Yeah, this silo takes forever to unload too. I don't understand. Don't understand. I guess it's not a humongous deal. Could be worse. Oh, we are out of power. We are officially out of power. Interesting. Do I have a storm incoming? Because the wind vane is puttering on that. I think we have a storm incoming. So, oh, that's cool. So even without power, this thing will tell you? Or is that just a false reading? I don't know. If that's the case, I'm not going to go out and grab a bunch of ore, because that'll be a nightmare. Charging, charged. Charging. Well, I guess I need to eat, drink, and be merry. Anyway, maybe go in and grab. Okay, awesome. I didn't realize that the weather station there worked without power. Oh my goodness! Wow, that's pretty good timing. We literally got back as the storm laid in. That's okay. We got lucky there. We got lucky there. Let's go ahead and throw that there to recharge the suit stuff. Wow. Timing doesn't get much better than that, I suppose. Okay, my loaf of bread is probably going to rot before I can finish eating it, but hey. It was worth it for the birthday cake. Pipes are definitely making noise, yes. I have far exceeded the capabilities of my cooling system, and I am really struggling. My cold pipe is 150 degrees, my coolant pipe. So yes, I am exceeding the capabilities. Now, that being said, I need to actually install a couple more digital valves, and oops, I had better grab my suit because I'm going to need it. Okay, so we're not 2 minutes in, so we got another, what is it, 477, so 366 minutes left. Okay, so we should have some cooling going on. It's down to 82 in here. We can almost deal with it. Liquid drains, right. Portables connector. Why do I have 4 portables connectors? What? What was I going to do with that? Okay. You know what? I just thought of something. Maybe I already have some iron being made. Shoot. Oh, I can't even grab it because it's going to go zinging in the wind if I do that. Okay. I should go check on Larry. Yes. I need to have a checklist when I start a session. Larry might be doing bad things. Or nothing at all, actually. He might be doing nothing at all. Nope, he's planting. He's happy. You're still going? Yeah, you're still going. Now, that being said, I also need another centrifuge because I have 5.6K biomass stuck in the recycler here. So, but we have a really hefty amount of water going on in here. They started with just a 12-liter bottle, and we're up to almost triple that. Yes, a lot of phase change. Hooking up the purifier instead of building deep miners. Yeah. Yep, and I figured. So I also figured out that this will also pass other things from there. So the water purifier will pass alcohol, which is why I now have methane in my pipes over here. That was, yeah. So I have it coded that it will only turn on if there's no alcohol in the pipe and there's polluted water. So it's annoying, but it's a thing. And I'm also evaporating off a lot of my alcohol to cool the base. and make methane. So I have it set so that it'll cool this radiator to 30 degrees by back pressure. I got 400 liters of alcohol, so I got a lot to burn. But, yep, I will let it evaporate and cool the system down, and it gives me some methane for my rocket. So kind of a win-win in a way. So yeah, we're up to 20 kilomoles, so I could actually probably send out a mining rocket at some point. I need to. Oh, right. Do I have it? Wait, what's this? Haha. Oh, no, that's not portable. Dang it. I thought it was portable. Just reading that. Gas pressure and liquid pipe. Yes. Yep. Gas pressure and liquid pipe. So, whoopsie. Yep. So that's all for phase change stuff. So you can keep it to pressure curve. So in this case, my alcohol, I have it set to 60 kPa. So the pressure can't increase past that, which puts it right at about 30 degrees Celsius. I could have the pipe set to like 150 kPa as an example, and then it would let the temperature, it would relieve pressure higher than that, and it'll take the temperature down to 66. So it's pretty cool. Yep. Gas pressure is to keep a liquid. Yes. Hey, Balin. Just missed the opportunity of losing my rover to a storm. I literally walked in the front airlock, and I was going to go grab some charcoal because I was out of power, and it started going off. The storm, that is. So I missed it by a matter of seconds. Yeah, okay. I forget the rover used a train. Yep. I'm about there. Okay, so the storm's going to end here in 20 seconds. Good. Good. Because I want to see if I have any iron or any other things. Okay, storm should be ending pretty quick here. Yep, there it goes. Alright, artifacts, go away. You're not blowing on me anymore, so. There we go. I guess I hadn't thought about pressurizing liquid pipe with gas on purpose. Yeah. Yep, absolutely. Astroloid, iron. Okay, iron. Oh, I do have an iron ingot. Good. That's good. There we go. Good, iron. Now, nickel ingot? I don't need it. I have a nickel ingot. Steel, solder, invar, electrum, constantan, waspaloy. Let's check waspaloy. Don't have waspaloy. Okay. Stellite, inconel. We don't have any inconel either. Okay. We do have the iron, so I can make the portable tank. Goodness. Advertisements. Ah. See you following me. Yes. That's awesome. I keep hitting that wrong darn button. Okay. Yep, gotta remember. I really need to start taking breaks during ad breaks, just to make it easier. Over here for this, Boom. Oh, whoa! What are we cooking? What are we cooking? I don't know why I just started cooking something. What? Wait a minute. What are you doing? Stop. I feel like there's something in queue that shouldn't be. Okay, so portable. Liquid tank. Mark II. 1. That'll fix that. That'll overwrite the stack. Okay, that's what it's supposed to be doing. I don't know what's going on. There we go. Twitch says back from ads. I'll give it another couple seconds in here. But, yeah, so that ingot storage up top is part of my auto smelter. So it'll go through and give me the, it will try to get me 1 of everything, and then 2 of everything, and then 3 of everything. So I will have balanced ingot production. Eventually, the production machines are actually going to be able to call up those storages. And, like right now, I'm running, I need Inconel, Waspaloy, Astraloy, I forget which one I actually need. But it'll be able to tell the silo to, hey, give me 1 of those. And then the auto smelter will replenish the missing ingots, if there's ingredients for it. Okay, not good enough. Get up there, get up there. Ah, wrong button. There we go. That is gas. That might work. And you have converted all to... Okay. Now, liquid pump, will you actually pull through... No, you won't. Okay. That's what I was worried about. Purge valve here. Those are some nice temperatures. I just got to make sure it stays below 6 megapascals. Did you see they were adding the dispense command to the silo? It's supposed to be have finer control. That would be excellent. The way that I've dealt with it right now is I use digital flip-flop chutes, and I set the quantity that I want to come out, and then I have it loop back to the input, essentially. So the finer control would be good, because originally I thought I could just have it open up and then, without even a yield, have it just read how many have dispensed and then close it. But yeah, that did not work 100%. So far the chutes, the digital flip-flop chutes are the way to go. But you have to make sure that you have the quantity reset and the amount that you're passing through set prior to releasing anything. Silo and the vending machine, that'd be cool. I haven't played with automatic dispensing out of the vending machine yet. Okay, yeah, I would have to go to 2K. Yeah, okay, we got enough there. I'll let that run for a little bit. Hopefully that, when I throw it in, will be enough to replenish my cooling. I'm also thinking I may have a second Silanol loop needed, but let's go take a look at what I'm doing right now with the silos. So yeah, I fought with this for a while, and then I tried using chutes, and chutes didn't work very well because I had one item always getting stuck. So yeah, so here it is. So with the silo, I have it go to a flip-flop, and then I have it set, I forget which one it is, flip-flop. Flip-flop splitter. So I think setting is the setting output is the one to go straight through, and setting is up here. But so I have it set to like 10 to 0, or yeah, here we go, 10 to 0. So it wants silicon 10. That was for is it trying to make something? Interesting. So if I open this up, it would pass 10 silicon through, then any remaining would actually loop back through and be sorted again. And then, yeah, so that works pretty well. And I also had to, I probably didn't have to, but I did the same over here with the furnaces. So I do the same just in case somewhere in the line I get an extra item. Then it'll, it hopefully won't foul up the mix. But since I've fixed this, this was unnecessary. But I think that helps because I was using overflows and stuff like that before, and chute valves, and so I think this actually might still be necessary now that I think about it. But just for directing the correct amount everywhere. So nickel, silicon, let me guess, iron? No, steel. There's also 9 there. So steel, oh my goodness. Steel, okay, I don't know. Steel is kind of the redheaded stepchild, so that's why that's kind of all kinked up like that, but that is one thing I need to do. Recipe chip here. Let me import. Yep, you're going to break because obviously you can't reference the stack pointer on something that's errored, even though it should be able to. What I want to do is steel, I want to double this up. Because the way I have it set up right now is I have a flip-flop for, I've got a silo steel outside, and then I've got a silo steel for base ingredients. And if the steel goes to the basement here, it does not make it upstairs, so it'll never bypass here. So 16, this needs to be 18. Let me open up the calculator because this needs to be in hexadecimal. And I am having a major brain fart. So 18 hexadecimal is 12. So there we go. 1, 2. This is going to be plus 18 iron, 6 coal. So I'm rewriting the steel to double it, essentially. Which actually, I could probably get away, let's see, this would be -3, it'd be 15 and 5. That might actually work, but I'm just going to double what I had. Export, boom. Oh, you're happy now. Okay. Fine, that's fine. Alright, so the cookbook is updated, so next time I go to make steel, it'll be a double batch, and it won't get hung up anymore. That's the big thing. So processing that, I do need nickel, so need to keep that in mind. I can actually go get it now that the storm is gone. But let's go check on our Silanol tank and take some with us. I don't have to empty that whole tank. Ah, cool. That's great. It's freaking great. I should have remembered that. Amazingly, we still have quite a bit of pressure in here. All right. Well, that's interesting. Go ahead and turn that off. Well, hey. It's actually a very small amount of Silanol, surprisingly. Okay. I don't think that's actually going to pollute me. Yeah, let's see. Let's see. Yeah, I can breathe that. Breathing toxic gases, that's no problem. As much as I love to hang out, I have to head out. Have a good night, all. All right, Busted Knuckles, have a good one. Thanks for stopping by, and have a good one. Okay, so that was purely stupid me. Purely stupid me. Do I have an extra? Well, technically speaking, I have extra pipe here. What? Why? What? Okay. What's the pressure in this pipe? I shouldn't be hearing... Unless that's traveling from next door. That could be too. Yeah, I don't... I think that's from next door, is what I'm hearing. 'Cause these pipes aren't to the danger zone yet. Okay. Alright, so we got Silanol. Let's go ahead and pop that. Alright. This is going to be... Oh. Fell in the stairwell. That's what I get. Walk backwards. Whoa. Boop, 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 boop. This is going to be interesting. Okay, I don't think that... Let's see if this beats the crap out of me. Can't sneak that through there. It's the only problem with this ladder placement. So realistically, it should be like that. Which is going to make this look ugly, but... Crowbar. Oh. Well, definitely the wrong style, but it, that works. Can I? Yeah, alright. Okay. Alright. Go. Okay, walk backwards. Okay. Drop it. Drop it, Fido. Okay, AC. Alright, grab this. I'll just go ahead and jetpack over. Let me out. Thank you. Yeah. Fuck over over here. Actually, wonder, will it let me... Oh, okay. Yeah, no. Does not like that too well. Over here somewhere. Are you kidding me? This is my Silanol gas tank, isn't it? I had one. Okay. Whatever. Whatever. Wrench. Where's the freaking handle? Oh, it's up top. That's right. Okay. All right. This... Get in there. All right. Yeah, there we go. We're getting some gas, not too much. But hopefully this will be enough. 12 liters evaporating. There we go. We're actually getting liquid in there. We need 60 liters on that side, plus some. So it's a start. It's a more better start than we've got. But that should absolutely help our cooling system here. Okay, almost out of liquid. Did you fix it yet? I almost did. I got some more here. More coolant. So we are up to 4 liters here, 6 liters here, 5 liters here, so I think most of it's actually in gaseous state. Oh, this is coming down though. That's good. That means this can actually start doing something. Yeah, we're gonna make some progress here real quick. Real quick. Getting any liquid over here? Not yet. Not yet. We're kind of at the... falling off the stairs here. 14 liters and increasing. Good. 20 liters. Empty. So, yeah, we're getting somewhere. We are getting somewhere. 2 mole. Keep pulling. Let's get every single mole out. You're 160 moles. You're 160 mole. You're 160 mole. Okay. So our condensation chambers are getting about there. Some pipes have stopped singing. Yeah, we're starting to get, we are coming down. Oh, that is beautiful. Get good, noob. Yeah. All right. So my pollutant loop is still singing. My pollutant loop is still singing, but the pipe network up here is definitely... Wow, look how fast that's coming down. That is crazy fast. Before we started sucking that out, this was easily 350 degrees, if not higher. This is coming down. This was also 350 degrees, give or take, or 360. So this is coming down like crazy. That's awesome. We are actually getting more liquid in here, so we are... Oh, that's... I knew that's what we needed, was more Silanol. I just was having difficulty finding it. How are we doing here? We are down to 14 mole. It's like 1 liter, right? What's Silanol take? Silanol. Moles per liter. Of course, we're not going to tell you in the gaseous form. If we go to liquid, though, 6.25 moles is a liter. So that's 2 liters of water there, or Silanol. That's not a... Okay. Good. All right. We're a little bit closer. So we do still have to condense 160. Yeah, we still need more Silanol. But we are in a heck of a lot better shape than we were. And I'm going to go ahead and turn you off. And we'll use these interchangeably. I want to say that the gas tank and the liquid tank really are basically the same thing. Maybe other than maximum pressure. Did the math, a small rocket cargo load of Silanol ice is over 14 kiloliters of liquid Silanol, more than you will ever need. Yeah, maybe I need to go searching for that. I do need to get into the rocket mining business here eventually, and that's one thing that if I can automate it, I want to automate it. I would love to be able to take a base and basically make it completely automated. It would be really nice to have a filter replenishing machine. Okay, let's... Which I probably actually could pull off right now if I had the replenishing machines. Okay, so we'll take this, shove this back over on the Silanol bit. Recalculate what we got here. Okay, so for one thing, do we have any liquids? Okay, this side is completely empty of Silanol, so it's all in the gas. So we've got 463. So that's what, 80 liters? That almost might be enough. Yeah, we're looking fine in the gas tank, but I don't think the gas tank actually going to have a problem with that. I do not believe. Of course, worst case scenario is I'm going to blow up a bunch of Silanol in my face. Of course, I can't read that. Why can't I read that pipe? That's not exactly where I thought that. 300 kPa. Okay, we're not going to have a problem with that. 50 stacks times 100 per stack times 24 moles, 120 kilomoles, which is equal to 19.2 kiloliters. A little less for head pressure. Yeah, that's that's a significant amount. You could probably cool the entirety of Venus with that. Speaking of which, I am looking forward to when they introduce the terraforming stuff, because that will be crazy awesome. Because I was watching a long time ago now, it feels like, Splitsy and his gang doing the terraformers on Mars type of thing, and that was pretty cool, and that was a mod at that point, but that would be awesome, especially in a group of people around for that. Okay, so we have still Silanol in the atmosphere, but okay, I think I can get away with walking away from that. How are we doing over here? We still have 300 liters of alcohol, so that's fine. We're going to let that dump for a while. So awesome. We have the Silanol. We have the cooling. Actually, I need to check the cooling system over here, how it's doing. You're still singing. You're still singing, but this is down to 137, so this is actually below the temperature over here. So this should be making some progress. So we got 141, 140. Okay, 141. We're still kind of struggling, aren't we? $20 liters, 20 liters. I mean, we at least have some liquid. That's part of it. We aren't condensing enough. We aren't condensing enough, or maybe I don't have enough. Could be possible I don't have enough. No, that's... I'm not gonna do the math. 500 moles is 20 liter. So this is, I'm gonna round up and say 60 liters of gas on that side. Another 60 liters over here. So we've got 120 liters of, give or take, 100 to 120 liters that needs to condense. So yeah, this is all about, this pipe needs to come down, temperature-wise. What are we doing over here? We are moving 50 kilojoules of energy. 5 times 11, so 55. So we should be moving 55 kilojoules. So this definitely is struggling. Jump on top. Oh. Stop it. There we go. Okay. Where are we at? Of course you can't see it. Oh, I'm trying to look at the green thing underneath. It's the dials over here. 12 liters. 10 liters. Kilojoules. What the heck am I talking about? 8. So that's what, 30, 45. Okay, we're moving heat. 13, 8. Yeah, we should be 140. Gonna jump up to 141 again. The only hard part is getting enough fuel to get there and back. Yeah, that's one of the things I'm concerned with, but let's see. Actually, what am I doing? I should look here. Temperature 131.5. It's not moving very far, very fast, but 131. Okay, 404.6. Or was that the pressure that changed and shifted everything? Yeah, this is not moving. It's not going up, but it's not going down. You. Still borderline. Oh. $19 liters. Okay, I probably should put some charcoal in there. Yeah, okay. That'll probably make this thing a lot happier. Oh. What's this? Pressure. Oh, okay. So I'm pulling out of my water loop to make sure that this maintains pressure if I ever, for some reason, drain it. And it's 20 kPa so that the temperature is still cool enough that the plants don't die. So that's 28.7 liters. So it'll be another 20 liters basically. And that is from us. Actually, wait a second. This is output 2. That's input. Aha. Okay. So I can actually push clean water over here. Is that a problem? Because that actually, yeah, okay. We're evaporating. Okay. Not exactly sure. It looks like the clean water is passing through here too, which is good. Which is what I was hoping it was going to do. How much charcoal is that going through? Can't really tell, can you? It's tracker and deep miner. Let's turn that off. It's only 6, okay. Alright, we'll let that chug. Let's go grab the Silanol. I do know on Vulcan, 5.5 gravity, same as Venus. It took about 90 kilomole of methane O2 mix in a pressure-fed gas engine to get to the end of the space map and back. If you use liquid fuel rocket, you will get better mileage. Yeah, and then I think you can even optimize it with like ozone and combustion. Combustion. Let's just look at combustion. Combustion, right? Try it out. Gases. Or hydrazine? I don't know what hydrazine. Ozone, I think, is really good for combustion. Yeah, so it looks like hydrogen and ozone, you can get some really... Actually, you get more gas out of methane. Not exactly sure what their that is. Ooh, 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 ooh. That's pretty impressive. Oh. It's because we're liquefying. We're liquefying. Okay. We're still at 134 here. Do we have any? Oh, yeah. Okay, cool. We are getting kind of some liquid over here. That's neat. Very small and insignificant, but... Oh, crap. It's going the wrong way. I would have to look at the phase chart and see we're at 18.5 degrees. So 1 megapascal. 1 megapascal and we will start liquefying. So I can't walk away. We'd almost done the same thing that I did earlier.
Hunger caution.
Yep, should eat, drink, and be merry here soon. We'll take this on our way up. So good to know I don't need the large dish. I'm going to go ahead and turn that off. We got 190 mole over here, 280 mole over there. That's not the greatest. Ooh, that's freezing. Because of the pressures. Because of the pressures. Okay, alright. Yep, let's crank this off and we'll go... Whoa! Try not to fall down the hole. Wow, that was interesting. I was walking outside the guardrail on the stairway. That was pretty fascinating. Okay, let me sneak through here. I'm going to drag this backwards up the stairs. Okay, we'll drop that right there. Let's recharge the suit and stuff. Charge the suit and stuff. What are we doing for CO2 in here? Okay, we're almost 20%. That's good. That is good for our garden. And actually, I bet the cocoa is really happy right now. So the cocoa likes to run hot. It's probably the last loaf, or last chunk of bread loaf we're going to have before it turns into mush. Will decay completely in 24 minutes. Yep, okay. We might get one more bite out of it. Okay, so we'll put the Silanol jug up there. You know what? Let's check for another 5x5 gas trader. Nebula nectars. Star sippers. Well, this guy right here. It's a 5x5 gas trader. You know, it's kind of funny how many 5x5 gas traders I've pulled down, so I wasn't even convinced they had Silanol, and all of a sudden they had it. It's ridiculous. What is... I don't know what OBS is doing here. Nebula, that gas. I'm pretty sure Nebula nucleus is also gas. Of course, being a 3x3, I don't know if they have Silanol. Yeah, got my dish cord. Dish cord. Okay. What is going on here? Okay, we have contacted. 3x3 trader has Silanol? Okay. That, in that case, I might go ahead and interrogate him. Give it a try. Oh, okay. Oh, I see. No. Okay. Yeah, all right. Yep, I see. I read good. Okay, yeah, so 3x3 does not have Silanol. Okay, good to know. That's kind of what my impression was, and I didn't know if the 5x5s had it because I was having such bum luck with them. Okay, grab this. Sneak out here. Do you have Silanol? You do. Awesome. Good. Excellent. I will go ahead and buy it. Go ahead. Getting stuck on everything here. Go ahead and buy that. And buy that. Okay, that works. That works for me. Yeah, okay. I'm half tempted to get some hydrogen, but I don't have anything set up for it. So I will need to, you know what do you want? 100 and, if I were to sell, will it let me? Of course it won't let me calculate that out. That would be 120 credits for that. Is it worth it? It could be. That's actually a pretty good deal. That's pretty cheap. That's 5 iron for 750. Let's make sure that the gas network here is empty. Okay. Pull over here. Carbon dioxide. Pull you up and in. There we go. Carbon dioxide for Venusians. Don't know why anybody would want Venus heat carbon dioxide, but sure. We'll go ahead and entertain the idea. Don't you have portable trading connector? No, I do not. I do not. Probably would make sense. Indeed would make sense. Yeah, that's actually one thing I never really thought of. Okay, drop that. Okay. This was what, 277 mole? Alright, take pressure up here. I'd rather have pressure on the gas network. That's a good sign that I have pressure on the gas network. Okay, there might be an extent to that. Do I have a drain? I don't have a drain, so that's something I may need to be careful about. Because if this overpressurizes, I could very easily have condensing Silanol in my pipes. Keep an eye on the pressures, temperatures. Okay, that's not bad. So you will go potentially all the way up to 5,900. Yeah, you're running hot. You're running 335, 339. So you're struggling here. So this is where one more Silanol loop might actually do the trick, because then I can just dump the heat to Venus. Yep, because the output side here on this Silanol loop, so we went from 336 and we're at about 400 degrees. So that's a 70-degree increase. And there's a little bit of heat loading and everything from this, but got quite a bit of heat lift here, so potentially, yeah, so this is already hotter than Storm on Venus, but I could have another layer that's normal heat on Venus. How we doing? 6.4. We still don't have enough liquid in the chambers. Yeah, so that's where we're struggling. We are not condensing enough. We are not condensing enough. which means that over here, are we still struggling to bring the temperature up, or the pressure? That might be it. Might be struggling to bring the pressure up. But I may put a drain valve in because I'm going to start condensing because of the pressures. Yeah, that probably be a thing. I don't think the pressure in this pipe is going to be a problem. Okay, how are we doing here? 8 mole. We can turn that off. Good. Okay, let's jump back over this way. How are we doing over here? 334. Okay, so we're basically halfway there. We have a pressure. 34 megapascal. Okay. I don't know if these actually have a limit. But we'll go ahead and sell 36. Wow, that's not even really much. Whatever. Whatever. What we could do is we could play the game where we push every button but the one we want. Let's go get some nickel. We do need some nickel. Let's go do that. I don't have a backpack with me, so it's going to be kind of a limited trip. But that's alright, we're on a time limit anyway because I've got that air conditioner running. Oh god. And that's silver. It's kind of funny. Struggle finding silver, and I've got it all over here. I mean, ridiculously so. Okay, there's nickel. There's nickel right next to a big crater of some kind. So I think I need 10 stacks of this, maybe more, for my advanced alloy. Which is kind of funny, for the large satellite dish we no longer need. Well, I mean, it'd be fun to pull something in, but that's all nickel. Yeah. Whee! Well, there's iron. Iron is also very welcome. So we're going to be using a metric boatload of it. But we do get some from the mining outpost, so it's not super critical that I grab a bunch. But this might help expedite the process. So that's a big thing. So we got let's see, iron and coal. So iron, coal, gold, silicon, copper. So we do have a very diverse portfolio in the deep miner. So nickel, cobalt. My goodness, there's more. More iron everywhere. Did I really wrap around? That's kind of interesting. Oh, there we go. So, not silver. Iron and nickel. It's actually way down there. Oh god. Is this like a vertical cliff face? My golly. Sitting on the cliff face. Mining on a prayer. This is the old Venus. This would be old atmosphere simulation, that is. This would be sketchy. Highly sketchy. But this simulation isn't too bad until it comes to rovers. It's absolutely asinine when it comes to rovers, but otherwise. Okay, there we go. That looks good. Oh, crap. Soft landing. Oh, God. There's a hole. Jeez. Okay, let's check how we doing over here. Back up to 31 megapascals. Let's actually, yeah, we'll let it run just a little bit longer, but I don't want to overdo it because this is going to be in the pipe network and I don't want a bunch of leftover. And go ahead and shut that off. Let you empty out. Okay, have you turn off. Suck that out. Okay. That'll be 4 more. 4 more, alright. Thank you. Depart. And then there's yeah, 52 left. We'll suck this out. There we go. Actually, I'm a little concerned about... Oh yeah, we got liquid Silanol. Cool. Pressures might actually be okay. I was a little worried because they were right at what I'd have my base at. So, okay, we're good. We're good. Minor heart attack over. So the good news is we ought to be starting to catch up on our cooling system. I still hear a lot of racket inside, but we are making progress. At 40 degrees, I'm going to go ahead and take this suit off. Oh, black pipe in the way. Okay. There we go. Bring this over here. Wrench that on. And turn you on. Okay, temperature's not a thing anymore. Still evaporating, but that ought to come up with a head pressure. All right, gas. Oh yeah, I think I never set up. Yeah, I think that's what I was going to do is set up the system in here for actually pulling in gas or atmosphere. Never got to it. Okay, cool. All right. So you're sitting pretty. 3 liters. Silanol's still evaporating. What's our freezing temp is 110 degrees, so I mean we got a ways to go. Yeah, 500. We got to bring this up to 516 kPa before it'll stop evaporating. So that's probably, yeah, that's probably not going to work very well. But whatever. Yeah, I'll leave that running. Not going to hurt anything to leave that running. We can go over to the degasser. Hopefully I don't cook myself over here. I'm going to get the suit ready. Just in case I have to.
Temperature
Yeah,
high.
we're almost there.
Oxygen low.
We're almost okay. Significantly worse in here, but that's okay. Alright, let's go ahead and throw iron. After all that's said and done, let's see. Methane is found in cobalt, so we're good there. Then nitrous is found in lead, silver. Okay. I think we're pretty much, yeah, we're good. So I can go ahead and throw the lead through here and be done with it. There we go. Ooh, we are spitting something out. What are we making? We're making an iron ingot. Okay, we're making an iron ingot. It's actually already in process. Automatically making an iron ingot. Everything is in the chute. So once everything's loaded in, we will see the pass-through stop. We will adjust pressure. Adjust pressure, and then it's gonna, yeah, it's doing temperature right now. And once the final thing gets loaded in, one of these will turn off, and we're gonna adjust pressure. And then eventually both of them will turn off and it'll eject. So let's see. Here we go. So we're pressuring. Yep. We're waiting for this to melt. And then we open it up and boom. Okay. And over here, this should disappear and then this will disappear. I don't know how rapidly that occurs. Might happen at the same time. Virtually, yeah. Okay, requested. Boom. Yeah, that's right. That disappears. Okay, now it goes back through and it's looking for stuff to write to. So we had enough iron to make a stack of iron. And we're going to go through all the other stuff and try to make what we can. Now, that being said, we probably just used up all the iron. So anything that needs iron isn't going to work. Gold, coal, cobalt. Oh, okay. Got a lot of coal. Now, I haven't figured out a way to do an overflow. That's a downfall. Okay, so yeah. Constantan. Want to make Constantan? Constantan is copper and nickel. already making it? What do you know? I'm already making it. Good golly. This thing's darn efficient. We're pressure matching right now. Don't know why the pressure matching is taking so long. A little curious. Whatever. Oh, right, because the takes 20 megapascals, so it's got to be 20 megapascals or higher, which should be about there. I don't have the readout what it's trying to set to right now, but there we go. Shot it out. That should disappear. So cool. So it made Constantan. So that 1 of everything, and then 2 of everything, and 3 of everything. Okay. Yep. Boom. All right. On to the next thing. So it'll scan through and then scan through, and so yeah. So this waiter chip goes through the cookbook twice. So the first time it's looking at the finished product and how many are in the silo. Hey, look at that, Invar. And then it goes through and determines if it can make something, if it has the ingredients to make it. So in this case, we're making the Invar, and that's good. You see, we're going to a different furnace. All the ingredients have not yet made it into the chute because, well, that's a short chute, so there's probably some backed up in here. Okay. We are out of spec on either temperature or pressure. It's probably the pressure because I just have this passing through for temperature. And just in case there's like degassing stuff going on, which should not be the case, but these pipes are regulated to within like 10 degrees of a set point, or 15 or something like that. Plus or minus 15, I should say, so it's, I guess, within 30. Okay, everything's in the chute. Okay, so that worked. It's working out pretty good. We are out of iron. We are out of iron. We need nickel. So maybe I should actually go grab the go grab a backpack. Or do I not have one? Well, I do have that one. That'll work. Let's go mining again. Iron and nickel in particular. Cobalt's what? Methane? Yeah, cobalt. Okay. So I could probably actually get away with... Oh, you know what? That's actually gonna be full, but... Let's go ahead and, I guess, climb the mountain over that way. And let's just try to expedite the process. I want the super alloys. Of course, I need cobalt for that. I did just inject a little bit of nitrous. 20... Hey, there's some nickel down here. The red-headed stepchild, I guess. Either I started mining it and ran out of battery, or this just happened to be kind of in the way. Coal, we don't need coal. Nickel.
Waste tank caution.
Yep, waste tank caution. Yep, yeah, so should have emptied my waste tank, but I do have the empty canister, and that's my emergency. My emergency. What else do I have in there? Oh, yeah. My suit light. this without picking up the coal, because I don't want the coal. I got enough coal. We are coaled out. Okay. Gold. We're kind of okay with gold. Copper. Some more nickel over there. There's some cobalt too. I mean, should I? Yeah, should I? I should. I also considered having a separate degassing furnace for cobalt and not cobalt, lead and silver, because they do have the nitrous, and I don't really need to combust. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and dig down to the cobalt. Because I am going to need this for the other alloy. And I do not have a source of this other than what I mine up, so... yeah. My goodness, never seen a forking vein like this. Back. Is that back from ad? Oop. Dang it. I grabbed up some nickel. Nickel, nickel, nickel. Not that I'm aware of. I could have, well, I don't have that many missed network frames at this moment. Twitch is a little crazy. Earlier I did have a problem where my dock, I'm actually on wireless right now because my dock did something stupid and won't grab an IP address, so it's typical Windowsisms. I've never liked Windows, and yeah. Can't tell if I'm digging out of the mountain. There we go. Digging out of the mountain. Oh, I feel like an ant farm around here. There's more nickel. That's what we need. Lots of nickel. Technically, we need lots of iron too. At least we are working on that from what we scavenged from the mining outpost. Okay, so we are... I think we're good. Yeah, I need to go through and maybe have a... I should have a status board. Yeah, I could do that. Like a control room of how many ingots of what type or how many ores of what type. That'd be fun. Let's see, that's iron. This is lead. I don't really need lead except for solder. I should probably make that a point. Okay. Walking along the mountain edge and nothing to be seen. Okay, there's some more cobalt. I shan't say no. Because one of the other alloys that I have to make, was it the Inconel? That requires cobalt, so I should be a good boy and grab it. Like I said earlier, I don't have a source of this other than what I bring in manually. I think my next, I have to look, I think my next outpost I did plan to bring in, I think, silver and cobalt and one other material. Well, I guess I'll grab some iron while I'm here, because it's here, I'm here. Just makes sense. It just works. Whoa. Okay, we are running out of space for precisely that. Yep. Waste tank, probably should go ahead and swap that out. Almost forgot about it. Of course, they did change the threshold for critical, so you do have at least a moment to crap yourself before you get lung damage. Used to be the critical threshold was so tight that by the time you heard it, you were already have lung damage basically. Don't need silicon. You know what? I grab some more iron. Need a lot of it for steel, and we are going to use up some steel. Ooh, yeah. You know, that's another thought. If I make a bunch, yeah, it should only be preloading it that's a problem. I should be going through a lot more steel than any of the alloys that use steel in them. So I shouldn't worry too much about that. But there is definitely a potential... Well, no. No. It's not possible that it gets locked on that because it's not going to attempt to make it if it can't make it. If it doesn't have steel to make the super alloys, it's not going to try. Oh, okay, well. I guess this is the last batch. The last batch to mine because we are out of space in the backpack. The little backpack. Okay. Whoa, fell down the mountain. Could grab a little bit of copper, a little bit of nickel. It's probably, yeah, you know, that might be... I'll grab just a little bit of copper, even though I don't really need it. One of those alloys is going to use copper, so replenish it. I'm going to have to move one a little lower. Okay, head back, call it good. Okay. Alright. Put the drill away. I don't see the lighthouse. Oop. Woo! Okay, definitely missed the J button. There we go. Feather it down. I don't need those still on. I don't know why I left them on. Let's go ahead and cycle that because we need to get in here. Go in here and drop off all our ores. Yeah, we'll run everything through first besides the cobalt. Because I think, yeah, I got pittance of nitrous. Okay. So iron, iron, iron and nickel, copper. I'm pretty sure that it unloads it in order, but I'm going to chuck that through, then I'm going to throw that cobalt in. That's... Why is that light not even on? It's weird. Okay. Oh, fine. I probably should have just done that. I don't know why I threw it in the jetpack. Threw it in the backpack. That's ridiculous. Turn that off. Leave that on. Okay, so we should be... hopefully making some new stuff here eventually. One of everything. That's what it tries. One of everything. What's going through there right now? Nickel. Lots of nickel. What are we up to on nickel? We are up to 11, so if we only need 10, we're good there. I think silicon was in... what? Inconel. So Inconel uses gold, steel, and nickel. So I need twice as much gold as everything else. So that probably needs 20. So we're not quite there. What was the other one? Astroloy? I think that was the other one that I wanted to make. Copper, steel, and cobalt. So there's cobalt. We are passing more through, so we might be okay. Into the iron. Yay, okay. Well, we'll let that be. What's our air conditioning line at? 126. Oh, that has definitely dropped a lot. So we're making progress there. Oh, yeah, this room is back to being livable. And since it's back to being livable, I can crack these up again. And we can balance the rooms, balance the temperatures. Yeah, there we go. Eat, drink, be merry. Let's see, you got about a half hour left. Go turn off the... Yep, there we go. There it is. Okay, chocolate bar. You know what? I want to build a chocolate bar. That's, I think that's a level 4 yummy food. Wow, okay, that did not do it. Bread loaf. Need flour. So, how's the best way to make flour? I imagine it has something to do with grabbing wheat. Okay, there we go. Okay. Doot. There we are. Go ahead and make me a single loaf of bread. 2 doesn't do me any good. Has 1 DK food. Definitely a waste of resources. Excuse me. Here we go. Okay, so cooling, catching up. Let's go ahead and see 5x5 interstellar inhalants. Let's go ahead and pull them down. It should be another gas trader. Maybe the problem is I was looking for a liquid trader instead of a gas trader. Yeah, you are, just because this pipe is 125. Silent. Oh yeah, because I've got all the vents open. Doesn't matter. So what do we got here? Temperature 134. So you're still struggling. You're right at the upper edge. $134 to 223. That's like 90 degrees. I have to look at the top side of the loop. Silanol filter's still going, I think. Because the brown pipe should be no more Silanol, so we'll go ahead and turn that off. How are we doing over here? All in gaseous phase. There's quite a bit there. Quite a bit there we'll have to consider. Drain valve, yes. I should see if I have a drain valve. These plants aren't having a hissy fit, right? I'm not exactly sure. Oh, where'd the hydrochloric acid come from? The Silanol I know, but the hydrochloric acid, okay. Alright. Go ahead and come down. Turn that off, turn that off. Oop, oop, oop. Alright, this room is survivable. Pressure regulator, right? Or is it a valve? I'm having a brain fart, which... Condensation expansion valve. Right, okay. Yeah, condensation valve, that's what we want. I mean, I could do the expansion valve too, that'd be kind of fun, but... Grab brown there, and I have brown pipes elsewhere. Yeah, we'll go hook up the safety, so if anything starts condensing in the gas side of the Silanol loop, we'll drop it into the liquid side. Because that's where liquid should be, it's on the liquid side. Need to empty out my waste tanks too before I forget. Okay. Oh yeah, let's stop. See what you have. Look at that, Silanol, without fail, every single time. Okay, good to know. This whole time, all the Silanol was right under my nose. I could actually get quite a lot of bit of all the other gases. So I'm going to have to actually pull something down to sell things to. Oh, only 10 Silanol. Whatever. It's a good start. And you're going to want carbon dioxide. I'm not making heavy filters for 30 gold. That's 90. So you want 9 kilomoles. Yeah, not gonna bother. Okay, so I want to install one of these pipe. Yeah, what are you running? You're 435, so you're still technically cooler in the atmosphere. I want to put one on this line here. Let's see, let's put this. Maybe we should do it, yeah, we'll do it here. I think that's a good place for it. And the liquid pipe here. And then this. So this will be the condensation valve. Go like that. Boom! Okay, so any liquid in this side will drain over here. We are at equilibrium. Okay. So I think this is supposed to have like 200 mole in it. But I could be wrong. I guess technically I could control the maximum temperature with the pressure of the condensation chamber, and it might be actually worth doing something with. Condensation over here. Yeah, we're right at the ragged edge. So yeah, you're struggling too because you're pushing against this, which is pushing against about its maximum. Yeah, this can't go any much higher. Yep, we're struggling. We're struggling. We have lots of gas, but we don't have the liquid. And that is because we don't have enough cooling right here. Which, this is the part that gets me. So this is 438 degrees. These should be doing a lot better than they are. So this pipe here is cooler than this. Now this is heating. So this should be trying to heat this up and cool this down. And then this over here should be trying to cool this down and heat this up. Something is not right here. This is only 20 kilojoules of heat transfer here too. Maybe more of these need to be parallelized and less serial. Because, yeah, it's getting cooler as it goes this way. That is weird until you get up here. $3,900, 100, $4,000, 100, $4,000, 100, 3,800. So they're all about the same. 13, 12, 13, 13. Yeah, so they are performing the same, but these aren't doing squat. Of course, at this point, I have only a need for a single phase. Okay. Or if I had one more Silanol loop, right? If I had one more Silanol loop, then I could cool this down and then dump the rest of the heat to Venus atmosphere, get rid of all these air conditioners, and be happy. Uh-huh. Let's go calculate how much Silanol is in that loop right now. So we've got 170 moles. 170. That's I'm just gonna do around 170. It's a little excessive, but 170 times 6, right? So 170 times 6. That's 1 kilomole. Plus 300. Yeah, I'm just gonna say plus 200. Round plus 200. And another 200. I think that's about right. So about 2 kilomoles worth of Silanol in that system. And that's maybe a little light. Okay, so 2 kilomoles. Okay. Let's see how much we have. Change out my waste tanks before I forget again. Yeah. So I might do another Silanol nuke next time and bypass the atmosphere, air conditioners altogether. So before I forget, I'm going to drop, well, first off, AC off, throw that there, throw that there, throw that there. Okay, the waste tank is empty, which is what I wanted. Okay, I think I'm only buying, let's see, 110. It's within 100 moles, so I think I bought 1 kilomole from that last vendor. What do we have here? We are... Okay, so we got basically a kilomole there. Oh, we almost... You know, I think we have it. I think we have it. See if we actually have any liquid over here. Okay. Temperature's a little bit lower, but as we start getting liquid, then I will consider turning it off. There we are. pressure. Okay, we are. I don't know what. Okay. All right. Moving actual liquid in. Let me turn that purge valve off right now. The pressure is actually increasing here. Eventually it'll come to an equilibrium point. But I don't know if that's just because it's coming off the tank. I think that might be it. Woo! Borderline. It's pretty stressful. But I wanted to test that theory. $75.7. 75.8. There we go. Okay, temperature's increasing here. Yeah, this is no liquid here, but I am pulling the liquid out of here, so. Bugs, 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 bugs. How are you doing down there? You are back to collecting liquid, and actually at a pretty good clip. Pretty good clip. Yeah, so I think what I need to do is, yeah, once this all pops over into the liquid tank, then I won't be transferring anymore as liquid. Somehow pressurant valve. Yeah, flip this around, make it a pressurant. Yeah, that's what I do. Pressurant valve. That's the way to go. We'll increase this. Yeah, we'll do that. That'll work. So this is almost done sucking out of there. This pipe is getting kind of saturated. Do that. And this should be pulling all the gas essentially out of here. I'm trying to dump it over here. Just going to go very, very slowly. That's... Okay, so liquid is gone here. So I can turn that off because we're not going to have any liquid at this point. Okay. All right, equilibrium. There's a little bit of condensation, millijoules of energy. You are not filling with liquid, so that's good. I turned that on, right? Yeah. That's going a lot slower than I thought it would. Probably because it's climbing uphill. All right. So what if I... Yeah. You're condensing. Are you increasing 355, 650? Well, I think it kind of is, but it's not really. Yeah, okay, so that's not working too well. That's not working too well. I didn't think it would, but whatever. That's fine. You are doing some changes there with your temperature, but fine. What I got here? About 1 kilojoule. Kilomole. So that's about half a system. About half a system. We'll pressurize that as much as we can. Okay. Oh, yeah, because it's pulling atmospheric. It's pulling atmospheric somewhere, so, okay. Yeah, we'll pressurize that. Maybe condense some stuff. We can buy almost a little bit more. Okay, all right, good. So that's probably what we'll do tomorrow is build up another Silanol loop and see if we can bypass those stupid air conditioners. If we bypass those air conditioners, then power is never going to be a problem. What are we doing here? We're still struggling. What are we doing over here, though? 123, so this is very gradually decreasing in temperature. So that means we are winning the battle. Slowly. Slowly winning the battle. Orbiting oxygens, void vapors, nebula nuggets. Okay. Let's do a quick tour of what ingots we have. Like I said, I need a control room. A control room of what we have. I also need another set of ladders over there, so I stopped doing this crazy stuff. Platform over here, platform over there. So we got no astroloy, we've got 1 iron, we got 1 copper, 1 gold, got 1 silicon, 1 nickel, No steel. Nothing to that. One invar. Constant tan. Yeah, okay, so definitely need... Okay, so I'm going to put silver on the list. Phase change device cooling loop. Okay, that's for Silanol. And then we want silver. Yeah, lots of silver. I think that's what we want. Lots of silver. Could take a look here and see what we need. Yeah, let's flip back. What was my other... My other loop was gonna... silver, nickel, lead, and then there was a cobalt and silicon. And I think that gets me... Is that everything I need? Because we already have iron. We have copper. So we have iron. We have copper. So that next outpost would be gold. We already have coal. Cobalt would be a third. And lead would be in that second one. Nickel would be in that second one. Silicon would be in two of them. Silver. Hang on. I'm already getting gold. The next one would be silver, not gold. Okay. And then no uranium and steel. Okay, so yeah. Alright, so if I make those two outposts, I would have automated inputs. Well, automated as long as I bring the backpack in for that. 469. It doesn't look like the temperature went out of hand here with the NOS and all that. So, speaking of which, how are we doing on the NOS? Good. Alright, cool. Alright. So what do we need? We need silver out the wazoo. Probably more cobalt and nickel. No, that's lead. Lead actually yeah, I would need some lead. Good nickel. Yeah, so silver. Yeah, so silver and lead. I'm going to write that down. That's what we're getting. Silver, lead. And maybe some nickel. Yeah, we'll do that tomorrow. So I think then we'll be good for most everything else. Iron, we're making it. Okay. Okay. Oh, what's the temperature in here? 49.50. It's borderline, so it's almost there. It's almost there. Which means we are winning the battle on the cooling front. And this room is actually not too shabby. Now, additionally, here, O2 is a little spicy, that's for sure. Carbon dioxide's pretty spicy too. I should check on my filters. That's one thing that I haven't made as some warning system for the filters. What are we doing over here? Okay, we got all the polluted water out. Actually, all of the water out, basically. Oh, yeah. Plants should be happy with that. They've got a lot of water to deal with. Filters, filters, filters. Okay. Carbon dioxide, 51 and 50. Okay. 179. Oh, I need to replace a nitrogen filter. Okay. Yeah, I need to... $14. 37. Steam is empty. Hydrochloric acid. Yay! NOS. Barely noticeable. Oxygen. Barely noticeable. Methane. Lots of filters laying around for that. Oxygen. 8 megapascal. 2 megapascal. 147. Don't have any liquid. I should finish up the liquid. I should finish up this room entirely. I don't have any liquid nitrogen, but I have a heck of a lot in there that's actually pretty cold. Update the filtration to actually work. Okay. Alright, so let's grab a nitrogen filter. Maybe if I see that it's 0% in my hand, I will know that I need to do something with it. Whoa! Fall in a hole. Okay. Yeah, I'll keep that on me, and I'll remember that for tomorrow. Okay. And that room is almost there. Cool. Do I have a nitrogen filter? Ooh, I do have a nitrogen filter, so that works. I do have a spare nitrogen filter. So take that, we chuck that in there. So now I don't have to remember. It just works. Okay, so Silanol phase change device. Bypass those stupid things upstairs. That's not where the nitrogen is. Nitrogen's right here. Go ahead and do that. Nice. Yep, one more Silanol loop, and I think we're golden. If I remember correctly, we are Nebula Nuggets. Again, Green Futures, Meteor Mechanics. Yeah. Brain fart. Oh, I know what I was talking about, the phase change loop. I have phase change devices in a box. I think that might be enough. Yeah, there's that. And then I'd have to make a... Oh, thank you for the follow there, Defiant. Glad to have you aboard. Yeah, counterflow heat exchangers. That's what I need. So I can actually probably get away with punching one of those up real quick here before we end the stream. Exchanger. Counterflow heat exchanger. INVAR. That I know I've got floating around, and I also have one... well, maybe I don't have one floating around. Maybe I gotta go get it. Constantan. Yeah, maybe I used up all the INVAR. Or It's not in here, is it? No, it's not. No, it's not. Okay. Crap. It's outside. Of course it's outside. Yeah, there we go. Go up here. Where's the freaking invar? I need these labeled. Solder. Invar. There we go. That's the one. There we go. Got our invar. Hui. Got the invar. Very good. Get us our counterflow heat exchanger. Then we just need the pipes. I will have to print off some liquid pipes. Portables connector. I did print off some of those, so that's not a big deal. Hello. It's drafty in here. My goodness. There we go. I guess our heat exchanger. Definitely have enough of that. We do need the liquid pipes. I could probably just punch that up just so I don't forget about it. Liquid pipe. We want insulated liquid pipe. Let's go ahead and let's just be excessive. There's nothing wrong with being excessive. Oh wait, green is ready. Yellow is in process. There we go. Wow, that is not anywhere near where I expected it to be. Not one bit. There we go. I do have one of the liquid valves on me, so that's good. We'll go ahead and put the backpack down and the tracker down because we're not going to need that. Transformer. We're going to go ahead and drop this in here. Just going to top off everything, I guess. Iron sheets can just get dropped. Yeah, I'll just do that. Phase change devices, portables connector because we're going to need it. Liquid drain, nope. I got the pipe valve. Insulated stuff. Pipe valves, cabling. We need cabling. That'll do us. Yeah, I think that will actually do everything we need. I should probably take a turbo pump with me. Yeah, turbo pump so I can take the contents of the portables connector and dump it into the network. So I'll be doing that. So I think yeah. What's that? Portables connector. I have like a whole stack of these. Oh, that was the oxygen tank one up there. Okay, gotcha. Okay. Insulated pipe. Yeah, there we go. You know, this actually probably will do the trick. Yeah, so we are readied up to do another phase change loop. I actually just changed my mind. Is this an empty box? It is not an empty box, that's for outposts. That's my outpost stuff. That's an empty box. I'm going to put the piping in here. Along with the valve, counterflow heat exchanger, that stuff. But I just had a thought that I should probably take... That's all the frames I have? Holy crow. I'm gonna have that dump when it's done. Hang on. Nope. And that's just the batteries and IC10 chips, okay. I don't actually have the steel frames, so... Yeah. Hopefully I won't forget tomorrow what I'm doing with that. I got everything loaded up. But that should do it. So we get a little bit. We did make progress on our cooling, so they are singing still. However, they are far less agitated than they were. There we go. Thank you. Let's eat, drink, be merry, and then we will call it a night. So tomorrow we'll finish up, do another Silanol loop, hopefully get past all the air conditioners. And maybe do some mining so we can make up the super alloys and then the large traders satellite dish eventually. So that works. That works. So I think yeah. So with that, I think we'll go ahead and call it. So thank you everybody for joining, and we will see you next time.
Cognition low. Temperature low.